G'day, welcome to episode 164 of Trent365. Today is Sunday the 13th of May. KLOUT is closing down. Do you remember KLOUT? KLOUT was that tool that was really big probably about 5 years or so ago, maybe a little bit more, and it measured your influence and connections across the social networks. There was a time when your KLOUT score really was a true indication of whether or not you were a worthy influencer. Now, it had a lot of smart people behind it. They had a bunch of PhDs on the company trying to work out the right algorithms, but it never really took hold. And it's interesting that in a world where social media influence is probably well accepted by most people, certainly by most business and marketing people, a tool like KLOUT still doesn't really exist. And now KLOUT is about to close down. They were acquired back in 2014 for around $200 million, and the company that acquired them have basically said they're shutting down on May 25th. Now, why May 25th? Well, that's when these new regulations, the global GDPR, Global Data Protection Regulation, something like that, that's on the back of this Facebook scandal that just recently hit. And those come into effect on May 25th, and they basically make it a lot harder for companies to get at your data without you letting them do so. So it's not coincidental that May the 25th is the date, I guess. But it's interesting to me that in a world where social media influence, like I said, is probably bigger than ever, a tool like KLOUT doesn't exist. What do you think? That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. You can subscribe on iTunes. You'll find us also on the Google Play Store, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, a whole bunch of other places, or just follow along in the social streams. And I'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.